Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to another video with a guy and his projects. We have bought another thing. I've actually been driving this for a little bit now, feeling out the kinks, figuring out what we got to do to it. I got it running. Wasn't really running when I bought it, but it didn't take much to get it running. There's a lot to do to get it up to shape, but it is running. Let me flip the camera around. I'll show you what we bought. There it is. We bought a 2006 Jeep Commander with the 5.7 liter HEMI. It is awesome. So for those of you who don't know, Jeep built this Commander. It's called the Commander. They started building them in 2005 and they ran them till 2010. From what I understand, the goal of building these Jeeps was to replace the Grand Cherokee. I could be wrong. This is the rumors I've heard. They wanted to replace the Grand Cherokee by building the Commander, and it didn't really take off. They kept trying to push them for about 5 years before they gave up, and they just carried on with the Grand Cherokee. A lot of people hate these so much, but as you guys have come to learn, I like things that other people hate typically. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just a rebel like that. I don't know. But what I do know is I've bought this thing, and so far I love it. It does have the 5.7 liter HEMI in it. It's quite powerful for a little tiny Jeep. This is way more roomy than the WJ I have. This is an XK. The same year range as the WK, which came after the WJ. So I like it. A couple things we've done to it already just to get it roadworthy is the windshield. This windshield was smithereened when I got it. I had a guy replace that already. We've done some electrical work. There's a lot of electrical problems with this Jeep. It ran, but it wasn't great. So we've patched a lot of wires. I've gotten the windows to work. Half of them didn't work. I've replaced a mirror because it was snapped and broken. And that's really about all I've done to get it running. We're going to film some things. A couple little things is it hit a deer. Wow, I'm like backwards in this thing. It hit a deer before I bought it and they fixed it up. They replaced this headlight, not this one. I already have new headlights. We'll probably video that here shortly. They did a really good job on the repair. You can barely tell anything was wrong or hit. I mean, just a little bit. If you look at the body lines, they're a little crumpled right here in the fender. But overall, the guy did a really good job fixing it up. Probably better than I would have, to be honest. But yeah. I put the scan gauge 3 on it so I can monitor temps and stuff, just like everything. This does have the typical transmission overheating issue that the WKs and the XKs like this all had. You'll just be driving along and then it boop, temperature or transmission over temperature alarms and starts throwing codes and nastiness. I haven't figured out where that's coming from. I know a lot of other people have struggled with this in the past. A lot of them have had to replace a solenoid pack because there's a temperature sensor in the solenoid pack itself. A lot of them have had to replace the ECU to get rid of it, and others have just found bad wiring. I have already found a crap ton of bad wiring on this Jeep that I've repaired, and none of that seemed to fix the transmission problem. I have not whittled it down to the ECU or the solenoid pack yet, but we're getting there. Of course, I think I'm going to want to put a lift kit on this. I love lift kits. I like things being lifted. I don't like nosedives. So you guys will probably see a video on that shortly. But overall, there's no rust. It's in really good shape. The interior is a little bit worn, but nothing crazy. So I put a little stubby antenna on it just because when I pick things up in the garage, the longer antennas seem to poke the insulation. Washer fluid didn't work. Still doesn't work the OEM style. So along with the electrical problems, the washer fluid pump I could not get power to through the switch whatsoever. Switch seems good. Wiring seems bad, but I couldn't figure out where the wiring is bad at. So I ended up, I can pop the hood. I already put the WeatherTech floor mats in there. The front seats are actually pretty good. The back seats are a little You can kind of see, yeah, I don't know if that's water damage from the stupid moonroof idea that Jeep had back in the day, but it's a horrible idea. And the seats in the back seem to have been leaked on at some point. Oh, there we go. Here's the interior of the engine bay. 5.7 liter V8, baby. This filter, so there was a lot of mice in this when I bought it. They ended up in the garage. I think I've killed them all now. This filter was completely chewed apart, horribly so. I had to put a battery in it. Don't look at the wiring. This is very temporary. Like I said, we just got this running enough to run it. So what I did to get the washer fluid is I wired some power straight to the washer fluid. I couldn't tap into the switch just the way things are. So what I ended up doing is right here. So here's your washer fluid switch. I put a little button switch and I push that, and that actuates the pump. Works out quite great until I can figure out why or what in the switch is not communicating, where the wiring is that's broken. I don't know, but we're gonna figure that out. We're gonna do brakes. We need brakes bad, guys. We need brakes. Brakes are gonna happen here real soon. Temporary wiring until such a time as I figure out the permanent wiring situation. But yeah, ultimately I am pretty stoked for this project. It was majorly running. Like it drove itself onto the trailer. I was overheating pretty quick when I bought it. But the coolant was like non-existent. I filled it up. It hasn't gone anywhere. So I'm guessing somebody just neglected to fill it up at some point when it needed to be filled up. I don't know. But ultimately it's running good. No rust, no hail. And I like it. It's really nice. It's more roomy. Because it's so boxy, I look really tall with the way I'm holding the camera right now. But so because this is so boxy, so the WJ is nice and curved, which looks sleeky. There's just more room in this than the WJ. It's quite nice. So I like it. Guys, what do you want me to do to it? Recommend me some lift kits, recommend me some modifications, and we are going to get started on this project. I'm pretty stoked. Hope you are too. Guys, comment, thumbs up, leave I don't know, share, I guess. Share with all your friends that need to fall asleep at night too. And I'm going to get started on this project, so we'll see ya.